am going to explain hemodialysis, the first chapter of class 10, that is life processes. In my last video, I have already explained about the formation of urine and the structure and function of nephron. Two videos are uploaded from this topic, that is excretory system. The first was excretory system and another one was structure and function of nephron. One topic was left and this was hemodialysis. What do we mean by hemodialysis? What is this hemodialysis? Human beings have two kidneys. We know that we have two kidneys located both the sides or either sides of vertebral column at the dorsal part of our body. These two kidneys are of bean shaped, dark pink in color, and their structural and functional unit is nephron. Millions of nephrons are found in kidneys. And these kidneys are responsible for elimination of toxic substances. What are these toxic substances? These are salts, excess of minerals, nitrogenous waste. So these all are eliminated out in the form of nitrogenous waste, eliminated in the form of urea. Excess of water is also eliminated out in the form of urine. But what will happen if any of the kidney stops functioning? If one kidney stops functioning, there is no problem. This one is sufficient to carry out the elimination of toxic substances. It is sufficient. But if both fails, if both the kidneys stops functioning, death may occur. Then the death of the patient may occur. Why? Because of the accumulation of waste, toxic substances in body fluid. What is this body fluid? Body fluid is blood. So our blood will become contaminated because of the excess of organic materials, organic substances, water and nitrogenous waste. So this should be eliminated out. What happens if once both the kidneys stops functioning? In that case, there is artificial kidney, which is also known as hemodialysis. A patient goes through hemodialysis. Means what? In such cases, when both the kidneys stops functioning, a person goes for hemodialysis. This hemodialysis is artificial kidney. It's a device to remove toxic waste artificially. For that, an artificial dialyzer machine is used. In this artificial dialyzer machine, cellophane tubes are used. What are used? Cellophane tubes are used. And these cellophane tubes are suspended. These cellophane tubes are suspended in dialyzing fluid. What do we mean by dialyzing fluid? This fluid is exactly the combination of plasma. You are knowing about the blood plasma, 90% water, some of the organic substances, enzymes, hormones, salts. There are so many things are there in the blood plasma. So same components are present in dialyzing fluid, and in the same fluid, what are suspended? Cellophane tubes are suspended. You can look at this diagram. In the same fluid, dialyzing fluid, this cellophane tubes are suspended. Only one thing is lacking in this dialyzing fluid. Only one thing is lacking. And what is that? That is nitrogenous waste. This is what? Nitrogenous waste. Otherwise, this fluid resembles exactly plasma. Exactly plasma in composition. So, how to remove toxic substances from this artificial kidney? That I am going to make you understand with the help of this diagram. Look at this diagram. In this diagram, hemodialysis is shown. With the help of this picture, I will explain you how the hemodialysis is done. Very first thing is what? That blood for hemodialysis is taken out from our body or from the patient's body by femoral vein. Femoral vein. This vein is named on femur. Where is this femur found? Femur is found as the lower portion of your body in thigh portion, in the upper leg. These veins are found in femur part. It means what? In your upper legs. These veins are connected with femoral arteries. Femoral arteries. These arteries, they give oxygenated blood to lower portions of our body, to the lower portion and pelvic region of our body. At the same time, deoxygenated blood is given to this femoral artery by femoral vein. By femoral vein. So through this femoral vein, blood is taken out for the process of dialysis. At once or one time, 500 milliliter of blood is taken out. And then these blood is cooled down. First of all, it is cooled and then mixed with anticoagulatory substance. What is that? Heparin. Heparin is mixed with it so that when the blood will come out, it should not coagulate. It should not clot. So, anticoagulatory substance is mixed, which is known as heparin. What it is known as? Heparin. Then this blood is given to the cellophane tubes. I have already told you, cellophane tubes are suspended in dialyzing fluid. Where they are suspended? In dialyzing fluid. Why we have taken cellophane tubes? It is because cellophane tubes have semi-permeable nature. Means what? They can go through the process of diffusion. The process of diffusion. When this blood passes through this cellophane tubes, then what happens? This blood is rich in nitrogenous waste. And that dialyzing fluid, what I have told you, that fluid is not consisting any kind of nitrogenous waste. So it is obvious that by the process of diffusion, higher concentration level will move to the lower concentration level. So these nitrogenous waste will move to dialyzing fluid by the process of diffusion. And then it moves. And repeated function of diffusion, or you can say that with the process of diffusion, excretory products goes to the dialyzing fluid. By the process of diffusion, repeated diffusion, all excretory products goes and mix with the dialyzing fluid, in which cellophane tubes are suspended. Harbonitrogenous waste जो हमारे शरीर के लिए अच्छा नहीं है, उसकी मात्रा सेलोफेन ट्यूब में ज्यादा थी और डायलाइजिंग फ्लूइड में बिल्कुल नहीं. तो वो डिफ्यूजन प्रोसेस के द्वारा सारे के सारे एक्सक्रीटरी वेस्ट जो हैं वो फ्लूइड में मिक्स हो जाते हैं और जो ब्लड है वो कैसा रह जाता है, वो प्यूरिफाई हो जाता है. मींस दे गो आउट ऑफ और दे बिकम फ्री ऑफ नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट. ये नाइट्रोजनस वेस्ट से फ्री हो जाते हैं. Thus gradually it gets purified by the series of diffusion, and then it is sent back to the same femoral vein, and this femoral vein opens into inferior vena cava. In heart you have read it, inferior vena cava for purification. So once again it is given back to the femoral vein, but before sending it back, this blood is warmed. First time what we have done, we have cooled down, but now it is warmed. And sent back to the vein. Dialysis is same as the function of kidney. Whatever is done by the kidney or by the nephrons, the same is done by dialyzing machine, by the process of hemodialysis. Only one thing is not done. What is that thing? This is tubular reabsorption. When I was making you understand about the structure and function of nephron, I have told you that efferent artery get coiled around the nephron, completely get coiled around the nephron, and once again they reabsorb all those essential substances. This is not done in hemodialysis. That is why a patient who has already, whose kidneys are not functioning, they go for this hemodialysis maybe once in a week, twice in a week, or maybe after every alternate day. It depends upon the condition of this kidney or the functioning of this kidney. So this is all about the function or the hemodialysis, the process of hemodialysis. I hope you people have understood this well. So please watch this video carefully, and if you liked it, please write the comment, subscribe this, and this chapter or this topic of the life processes is over. To understand it well, I request you go through the previous video, that is excretory system and structure and function of nephron. Thank you all of you.